Linda Javier. Thank you. Seconder. All right. All in favor of accepting the financial report for the year 2013 as presented, say aye and raise your hands.
Aye.
All right. Any objections? I see one objection. Motion is carried. Thank you. I want to go to the Section 5, the FCT building operation.
First is, have you considered looking for funding from the provincial government? Because one is, currently I'm a delegate and a treasurer of a non-profit organization in Malvern. They received. Maybe we can just settle this out of court, because if we continue fighting this litigation, we are spending money, right? We are spending money, and to save money, we can just settle it out of court.
Mr. Lonkinis, thank you very much. That will have to be taken at some other time, but not right now. And since you're a member of this organization who received the land and the building, the money for the building, maybe you can start for the Filipino Centre Toronto. You know very well that when you, in this organization, if you volunteer something, you are again very likely going to be asked to do it. You were here before. That's my style. So maybe you should do it. And
first, I would like to share something. I'm very familiar with buildings in the area. A building 1/5 the size of the FCT would pay 20,000 in taxes being a commercial building. So multiply by 5, expect to pay around 100,000 in taxes.
I think that's about the amount that we were looking at trying to negotiate it down.
My question is, could the reduction in taxes was due to the fact that we have a vacancy rate here that reflected the amount of taxes that was levied? For that reason,
okay.
I want to know what's the vacancy rate.
well, you are familiar with this building, Dr. Portugal? Very familiar, in fact. And whenever, except for some of the doctors, when we took over this building, I had no idea why some of these doctors was paying $125 for a big, huge unit, around 1,700 square feet. I said, that doesn't sound right. I didn't realize that some of these doctors, and you were the one who told me, subsidized by, let's not mention them. However, that subsidy stopped, and the rate we had to raise, and the doctors left. It's now occupied by real estate company, that unit. But when people come, they're looking for windows on the wall, not windows on the roof. We have those skylights, right? You know that, Miss Vince? We lost several prospective tenants because they want windows on the wall and not skylights, windows on the roof. However, the taxes should not reflect the vacancy rate, because you get an allowance from the government for those vacant units. You get a break, Dr. Portugal. They don't tax you that much on those empties. All right? So therefore, we are at a disadvantage for some of the things that are not in this building. The first and foremost, once again, ladies and gentlemen, are windows, unfortunately.